Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a completely no-sew tux bow using the wood burning tool slash soldering iron tool. Now mine is a very cheap one from AliExpress. I am going to be upgrading to my stand soon because this one for me is a bit too loose and wobbly. But I like this one because it's got a dial up temperature, goes up to 450 Celsius, and it's got a little light on to show you that it lights up. And on the actual wire it has an on-off switch, so you can turn it off on the wire rather than having to unplug, which for me is a good thing because it means I'm less likely to forget about it because I've got that switch there rather than having to unplug. The other thing is if you are going to use this method, you want a glass cutting board, whether or not you get a craft one like I have with all the measurements and things like that, or you have like a glass one from your kitchen. As long as it is a glass cutting board, you'll be safe, but you do need that one on your desk. And the other thing that I have is a wire scouring thing, and what I use that for is when I get ribbon and stuff on my tip, I use that. You can go like that and get all the gunk off my tool. And this comes with, they have different tips that you can have. This one I have the angled one, but there's a little one that you can do for dots and things like that. So it's really a fun tool, and like I said, makes this really easy. And the other thing you want to do is you want all metal edged items, so rulers. I've got this weighted ruler, got standard rulers, and the curling clips that I use for this are also all metal. It's very important to note this. Now I've got a 2-inch ribbon version, and a 1.5 inch ribbon version. For this one I use 8.5 inches. For these I use 7.5 inches. So they're out of the way. And this is my 2-inch ribbon in this nice purple colour. And I've also got a little bit of 1-inch ribbon in the matching purple, which is 2.5 inches for the middle, and a 75mm alligator clip. So just moving things a little bit out of the way. To get my crease, or heat crease a centre, I use my hair straighteners, and I quite simply fold it in half. So from my 8.5, just fold it in half, make sure it's all centred, crease it with that. Now they're not on at the moment because I've pre-done this for you, but what I like to do with my crafting cutting board is line up my base with one of the squares so I know it's central. There we go. And then I take my ruler and I make sure I line it up with one of the squares, and I do that at 0.5 centimetre down. Now I put a little bit of pressure on this to help it seal, but keep your hands well out of the way, because like I said, you can burn yourself with these, and I have done on more than one occasion. But if you're a clumsy crafter, you're going to burn yourself on things, whether or not it's your glue gun, your wood burning tool, your lighter, many things that you can. So fortunately it's just one of those kind of risk factor elements. But there you go. So you've now got your really well sealed join that is not going anywhere, and your crease at the front that we started with to begin with. And what I do is I line those up so that they're really well together. Then I fold it up so that it's completely lined up both sides. Turn it round so your thumb's here, and then fold down, flip it back, fold it down. And the more even and balanced your creases are, the better your bow will look every time you make it. And what I like about this mostly is in 2.5 days I made 309 of these tux bows this method. I crease them all first, cut them all, crease them all in the centre, clip them all like this, and then once I had 20 at a time, I sat, and all you do is with your tip angled down is through the centre, tip, turn it, make sure your ribbon's well out of the way of your tool, through both sides, and then I did a little pile. Once it cooled down, unclip them, and then you can get your alligator clips, turn them over, a little bit of glue on the back, in the centre. And then the other thing I did with my 1.5 inch ribbon, or 1 inch ribbon, make a little S shape against my thumb. And you can use a ruler to do this. So if you wanted to, you could take your ruler and do this. Move that out of the way. Or if you're like me, do the other end. And then cut up there. Now for me, especially when you're getting used to this, use a ruler, because this is how I do things, like have little marks where I've caught myself. But I understand the risks. And then take one of the flat sides. I want a little bit of glue. And don't worry if you missed any of the measurements, I'll put them all in the description box, because I know I also sometimes tell you 3 different ones that are all slightly different. And then you wrap that all the way around. A little bit of glue that side again. And then wrap that around the centre. And you've got a super cute little 2-inch ribbon tux bow. You can make them so consistently. And the other thing is, if I get my ribbon for you and show you, so on this, and this is one of the things I like about these kind of things, is so got my ribbon, move those out of the way. This is what I do, throw all my ribbon around all the time. So what I do is cut as many pieces as I need, get my creases in. So I do, turn this on, heats up quickly thankfully. Oh, I turned it off to plug my glue gun in, that's why I turned it off. So I'd use my, instead of doing it this way, which you can do with the lighter, but with the hair straighteners it's a lot quicker. So I'd put all my creases in the centre so they're all ready to go, and straighten all my ribbon out, because it helps keeping this next bit. But what I do is I'd do as many ribbons as I want, so they're all ready. Line those up with one of the bottoms so I know, and then you take your ruler, do your 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, what's about 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 centimetre. Take the wood burning tool, and what I can do is I do up to 4 at a time. And then, like I said, you've got them, and then once I've got them all done, I would sit and do this part. Fold it back, flip it over, bring it down, get my clip, open it up, flatten it down, fold it in half, turn, pinch back, pinch down, make sure they're all nice and even and centered. And the lines help with this, like the really nice clean creases from your join and from your, and then once you've got, like I said, 10 or 20 of these, or however many you want to do in once, dot out of the way, dot, drop that out of the way, dot, pull it up, turn, dot, and there you go. And then once you've got as many as you need, take all my clips off, get all my alligator clips out, glue them all on the back, put all the centres on, and you can mass produce really evenly, really consistently. They're not going to come apart, Like I said, it's so quick. It's one of the quickest ways you can do a no-sew bow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.